What's up, Steven? What's up, Blue? What's up, Hondo? How y'all doing? See, y'all know about that. What y'all been up to? What did y'all do today? What interesting things y'all been up to? Usher? How you doing, Summer? How you doing, Yvette? How you doing, pretty girl, Rain? I'm good, just chilling. How y'all doing? Thank you. You're so amazing too. Got some pretty awesome subscribers, you know. Yeah, this from his first album in '94. But he sound like Usher, huh? My day actually was kind of good. It wasn't bad. Um, and for a Sunday, that's surprising. So I'm happy that it wasn't bad. Um, I hope y'all did good too. How you doing, XOXO? How you doing, Chaos? Yep, yep, yep. Like up the live. Like up the live. A lot of people actually don't know about his first album. Like that's like the one that everybody missed. Everybody started with My Way. And with some I used to love drawing, but I don't really have a love for drawing anymore. But I do other nerd stuff like play video games. I like watching movies, making YouTube videos. Not really much. I ain't really much of a exciting person to be honest. Yeah, this the first song off his first album. It's called "I'll Make It Right." What's up, Brandon? What's up, Freedom? Why you call me from Fresh Prince? No. If I was Carter from Fresh Prince, I wouldn't be working at Walmart. Be like playing basketball. I was never good at sports. You know, the idea of when you're in school and you get to go to PE or whatever or recess and you get to just have fun, do whatever, grab basketball and just shoot in the hoop and hope you make it. That's all I was be. In terms of actually playing like an actual basketball game, something, nah, not really. What's up, Biff? Good to see you. Finally made it. I look like Carlton. No, I don't. What's up, Omar? What's up, real ish? Um, I just made some chili cheese Doritos and ate that, but I didn't record it because I don't know. I'm playing with something else tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But as far as like today, I didn't record a video yesterday because I knew I wanted to go live. You just eat one meal per day, not consistently like I should. Like when I'm doing what I'm supposed to, I definitely do. Um, I do eat one meal a day and call it a day, but sometimes I eat a meal and then I eat like snacks and stuff. So like a snack or so. What's up, Kyle? I appreciate that real ish. What's your favorite movie in 2025? I don't even remember. I don't remember everything that I watched in 2025, but I don't know. But I know one thing I do like, Reacher. I'm waiting for that to come back. Do you watch popcorn? Do I watch or like popcorn? I don't really like popcorn. Made wings and rice tonight with hot honey sauce. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know, something about this bottle of hot honey, it just, I don't know if the ratios is off or what, but it's just so much honey and very little hot honey flavor, and I don't like it. So this is a bottle wasted, if I'm being honest. No, I'm doing the video tomorrow. Because I'm off, I'll do whatever I'm doing like early, and I'll still be able to upload it before the scheduled time. So. What? Blue, what you say? The person that played Chucky. The voice actor of Chucky? Cause it doesn't, where you get your sources from? Don't tell me you got that off Facebook, because you know Facebook be lying. They be saying a lot of stuff that don't even be true, just to get clicks. Hot honey, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of liked the vibe of it at first when I was like first eating it and stuff, like when it was first coming out with stuff, but now I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of annoying. Cause like everybody wanted to do something with hot honey, it don't always hit. Hot honey barbecue sauce, my God. Ah, hot honey barbecue sauce. They do something fire. How you doing, Abdul? Yeah, Steph, how you doing today? What did you eat today? Did you make shell macaroni and cheese with fried chicken drumsticks? Do you like milkshakes? Kind of. Not really, I don't know, I'm not really big on like milkshakes and stuff, but I do respect it for what it is. Definitely respect it for what it is. But I finally tried one of the little Pop-Tart ice cream sandwiches, the strawberry one. I made a short of it, but I didn't upload it yet. I'm just gonna spoil y'all. I'm kind of disappointed. I just felt like people was kind of like hyping it up, like it was like just like really amazing thing. It really wasn't. Yeah, I got it off the news feed. They do be lying. Yeah, that's why you can't be trusting stuff off Facebook, because all they do is lie. And you, like after a while, you can kind of tell that when it's like fake, because it just has the fake. Everything about it is just fake. The pictures, everything is just fake. You want to see it? The short, yeah, I'm gonna upload eventually. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not as consistent with like shorts as I am with long form. Hey Bella Bell. Hope you have a great night too. What's up, Vincent? I'm good, just chilling. Didn't upload a video today, so outside, might as well just go ahead and go live. Don't trust things on Facebook. Exactly. I have pigs, all the wings, and rice. How can I show you? You got an Instagram account or something? I can follow you on Instagram, and we could and you can show me the pictures of the wings. That do sound good. I ain't gonna lie. You seem tired. I got a little bit of a headache, but It's funny because like that like literally like just happened like a couple of minutes ago before I started the live. But I'm good. Yeah, yeah, it's just just the end of the week. You know how it is like when you work 5 days a week, and like the first 2 days or so when you start your work week, you're all refreshed and full of energy and stuff. And then you get to the end of the week, you're all tired, worn out. Of course, because you've been working on those days and you're just tired. And when you step into Walmart, you get more tired because everything around you is just a bunch of BS. Only Facebook under my name. I ain't got nothing else. Okay. I'm can't do it on my tablet because I don't have Facebook on my tablet, the app. And plus, I don't even remember my password, so. Everybody, welcome Ray Loves Food into the live. What's up, bro? This is awesome seeing you here, ain't gonna lie. If any of y'all haven't watched Ray Loves Food or subscribed to the channel, y'all definitely should because dude's awesome. He's one of my rivals. I call him one of my rivals because when like we started, I started maybe 2 or so months like before him, and he had less videos, but he was we was close like in terms of like subscribers and everything. And I was kind of I ain't lie, I was kind of jealous. I was like, bro, what the hell? What is he doing? How is he so close? And I've been running through the mud X amount of months, whatever the case may be, blah blah blah. But you know, he was motivating me. I see his videos, he do his little thing and everything. So he definitely was somebody that motivated me to go harder and harder when it came to doing YouTube content and making videos. So shout out to Ray Loves Food, my bro. One day I'm gonna visit him and I'm gonna do a couple of collabs. Do you think it's hard being a good YouTuber? Do you think anyone can really start doing it? Food YouTuber. I mean, if you ask me, I believe anybody can be a YouTuber. Obviously, the idea is don't come into it just wanting money and stuff. Like, you definitely gotta have a love for it. You definitely gotta want to be able to see yourself doing it for a good long time, whether that be 5 years, 10 years, or whatever the case may be. And you gotta really be able to be consistent. Like, first of all, do something that you want to do. Do something that you feel like you can't live without. Like, don't do something that you don't care about. Like, I wouldn't do a YouTube channel on computers or something like that because I don't care about that kind of stuff to a degree to where I would sit there and make videos and all kinds of content based off that. I eat every day, so it's easy for me to do stuff about food. Plus, I love food anyway. And it always looks fun when I see other people doing, they eating and stuff, and people engaging with them. So that's why I did that. But I do like video games and stuff. But like I said, you just gotta really just find what you love. But also when like wanting to be a YouTuber or just content creation in general, don't be a clickbaiter. Clickbaiting people for views and stuff like that. Don't try to be something you're not. Like, be yourself, and hopefully being yourself is enough. And there's a audience for everybody. Some people audience is going to be like millions of people. Some people's audience is just going to be a couple thousand. But everybody has an audience, and everybody can build, everybody can grow. And I always realize, because I always seen in a lot of other like comment sections, is certain YouTubers, they don't respond to their comments from their subscribers and things like that. And I understand that you get to a certain height, you get flooded with comments and stuff like that. It's hard to keep up. And then like how YouTube is, sometimes it seems like you'd be missing some comments because you don't always get notified. Or like if you're commenting through a thread, like let's say Steph leaves a comment. This happens a lot. Let's say Steph leaves a comment, and then Hondo comments on Steph's comment, and then somebody else comments, and they comment on that thread. It's not as easy to see those comments versus fresh comments because those are not going to necessarily really always get notifications. I have to literally click on the video, click on that comment thread to see what's new. That's why sometimes I reply late to some of that stuff. I want y'all to know that. What's up, Dab God? What's up? What's up, Mark? What's up? I ain't gonna lie, other than just kind of playing Spartan Zero for like 10-15 seconds whenever I pick the game up, I'm not really playing nothing really. I'm kind of like bored with games right now because like there's nothing out that's fun. I feel like I gotta go back in time and play old ass games from when I was a kid just to be able to try to get enjoyment of playing games again. Watching any good movies recently? uh, if you if you consider the live action Transformers movies good, like I do, then yeah, I was watching that. I watched the first Lord of the Rings for the first time since I was a kid. Loved it, of course. Pretty awesome. Waiting on GTA 6. So it's a lot of people. Me personally, I'm not, but I respect that. GTA is this like huge deal when it comes to the game world and innovations and everything is done. So I mean, I can't hate on that. Fortnite Battlefield. Fortnite. I don't know. I can't do the Fortnite thing. I probably play Battlefield before I play Fortnite, but again, like I said, I respect it. I like Transformers movie. Yeah, the live action Transformers movie was awesome. Your words about being a YouTuber are perfect. I subscribe to you because you are not like the others. You're easy to relate to and better. Take care, sir. I'll keep watching. I appreciate that, Brandon. I try my best. That's all you really can do is just try your best. And I always try to make it, clear what that my intentions and everything and what my goals is with this channel, and like, because I'm not gonna sit here and lie like other people and say that the money side of things isn't something that interests me and everything, but being able to build a solid community with people that or foodies like you in this particular case, and be able to connect with different people who support you and watch you and genuinely care about you, and you can have great conversations and things about food. Y'all could put me on stuff that I never even heard of before, or I could put y'all on stuff that y'all probably never heard of before and everything. And that's something that is very refreshing about my specific content journey, because like I said, you start off and have no comments, no views, no nothing. You just gotta keep going. It's a journey. Like a lot of people think, oh, because they see X, Y, and Z doing content creation and they're making 6 figures or millions, that they can do that, and you probably can, but y'all only see them where they're at the top. Y'all didn't see them when they were nobody and they climbed the ladder to get to where they needed to be. So a lot of people think they're just gonna do this and be overnight successes, and that's just not the way it is. And the sad reality is some people it's gonna take way longer than others. It may not necessarily be fair. I feel like some people who make food content, I feel like deserve way more subscribers, way more views and comments and stuff than what they get, and it's unfortunate that a lot of them get overlooked, and I feel like people who all basically just doing the same thing, they're getting all the views. Like, like, I'm not trying to be a hater, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of the people who do the little shorts when they make the little food review videos in the car, and they're always talking about, oh, the meat and all this other kind of stuff. Like, stop. Like, I understand they do it because, that's going to get clicks and stuff, but it's just crazy. But they do it and it works, but hey, everybody has their own growth period, ups and downs that you get. If you get it, just keep going. It's something you love doing. Simple. Exactly. I'm making fresh soul food dinner tomorrow. Fresh collard greens, mac and cheese, potato salad, homemade buffalo chicken wings. Now that sounds fire. That really sounds fire. Um, but my question is, the mac and cheese. Are you gonna finally bake it, or are you gonna still do your little stove top shells mac and cheese? Just asking. What's up, Zen? GTA 5 Dookie, me and D.O.B. knowing. Yeah, Steph, GTA is. I ain't gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it's Dookie. It's just I just don't have incentive to play it. Like I want to say the only Grand Theft Auto game I played was San Andreas, and it was just something that was played just because my brother was playing it, and he San Andreas, saying Grand Theft Auto. Me and my brother, we don't, the one I live with, we don't care about that kind of stuff. We play more of the nerdy games, we playing Street Fighter, playing Crash Bandicoot, and stuff like that, So, backdoor warrior. D.O. had a little Caesar pizza yesterday. I think you told me that. What pizza did you get? What's up, Jay Rayo? What's up, Dab God? Y'all talk about my favorite game. GTA 5 is fire. So, Steph, you gonna play GTA 5 for the rest of your life? What's up, Lady Nightmare? Good to see you. What's up, Waldemiro? Stovetop. I'm convinced that you are scared of baking your mac and cheese because you feel like you're gonna burn it or something. What's up, Miss Carla? Good to see you. Glad you made it. Glad you made it. What's up, Aaron Wise? Do I run? No. Okay, so obviously, the only way you would know is if you had the extra weight on you. Throughout most of my life, I was always, skinny and stuff. So running, jumping, all that kind of stuff, you didn't feel nothing. You felt light. You felt like a feather. Once you start slowing down, you're getting older, you start picking up weight, and then you think, oh, you can still run like you used to and jump like you used to. It's different. Like I can feel the weight, hold me down compared to when I was lighter. And yeah, like nah. I love GTA, bro. Can't wait for the new one to come out. Yeah. I mean, I might give it a shot, because I don't want to come off as a hater. I don't want people to think I'm just hating on a game that I never played. It's just coming from a place of just not really being interested more than anything. Pepperoni, okay. But you just got like the regular pepperoni Little Caesars pizza, or did you get like the Detroit deep dish, or the extra most bestest? Because their regular pizza, I know stuff is gonna be mad when I say this, but it's true. It's kind of trash. I'm just being honest. Well, I wouldn't go Little Caesars and just get their regular pizza. I'm getting the Detroit deep dish. I'm getting a stuffed crust or something along those lines. I enjoy story mode for GTA 5. Never really had interest in it. I'm not really an online player. Like, I feel like people just care too much about online, and that's fine. I understand the appeal, but there can definitely be, still attention given to like offline, the couch co-op players. But I'm having barbecue chicken, broccoli, and mac and cheese for dinner. That sounds awesome, except the broccoli. Hopefully, the broccoli's not touching the mac and cheese. Thank you so much, Miss Carla, for the $10 donation. I appreciate you. Playing GTA till my eyes burn off. Sounds about right. What's up, Mooch? I enjoy your videos, bro. Your shirt is jokes, by the way. Nope. Not today. Yeah. Do you ever play Super Smash Bros? If you did, what's your favorite character? I'm gonna sound like a hater when I say this. I want y'all to know. Look, I kind of played one of the Smash Bros with my brothers before, and I'm not gonna say that it wasn't kind of fun, but when it's all said and done, not for me. Not for me. Definitely not for me. I'll just say that. What's up, NB? What's being uploaded next, lad? I don't know. But yesterday, I could have went live for lunch, maybe, or I could have even probably recorded like a little shorter video on my phone, because my homeboy that I work with, he took me to a gas station that was close to our job. Got a little shrimp sandwich on bun, and it was good. I feel like most of the gas stations, like all their po' boys and stuff, taste the same. I think they got like the same recipe or something. I don't know. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that at least I've noticed that they all seem to taste the same regardless of where you get it from. And it was fire, of course, you know, and it wasn't really nobody in there like talking about. It was pretty chill, but I don't know about the whole, you know, recording in public. I'm not there yet. I'll just say that. Extra pepperoni pizza. There we go. Fire. Cause the regular one is just nah, it's butt cheeks. Super Smash Bros. Melee ruined these competitive games if you somewhat good. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't really follow it like that, so I don't know. You probably know better than me, but yeah. I don't know, but like just the style of how the game is. Like the whole thing about like having all these like characters from like, you know, like the Nintendo side of things or whatever, and being able to put them into a game where they're fighting each other in like this little melee arena type of thing. It's cool, but I just don't care for it. If I'm being honest, it's just like it's not. Try Tyson rotisserie chicken wings with Applebee's hot honey sauce. Rotisserie chicken wing. I don't think I've ever seen Tyson. Let me see. Tyson rotisserie chicken wing. Gotta look it up. Yeah, I've never seen those. They say Walmart, but I've never seen those. They probably, you know, they probably don't look. Welcome to the burger tree. Oh, what's up, Jane? How you doing? Jane from Bert and Jane. Welcome. Uh, like, I don't know. It's like it's a bunch of other stuff that I kind of want to do too. So it's like I don't think at this particular moment I'm necessarily ready to just make like a week's worth of videos based on hamburgers. Um, but like I said, I did challenge Bert most definitely, and he seemed like he accepted the challenge. So, you know, can you open your package on live tomorrow, please? Who said I was going live tomorrow? I'll go live tomorrow if y'all want me to go live tomorrow. But if y'all don't want me to go live tomorrow, or y'all are indifferent, then I'm not gonna really bother. But regardless if it's live or if it's a video or something, you know I'm gonna open the package on video. You are so funny. Me or Steph? The Steph is pretty funny. Theo, you looking forward to Avengers Doomsday next year? Nope. I'm not looking forward to nothing related to Marvel. Or even DC for that matter. Like, they have to really do something that's worthy of, like, making me care again. Because I'm going to stand by this, that Marvel should just stop after Endgame. They reached the pinnacle of what you can reach. They basically took over the world for a whole decade in terms of the movie scene and things like that. They had people who don't even really care about superheroes and comics and everything, watching these movies and caring about these characters. And ever since Endgame, everything has just been kind of butt cheeks. Like, for being honest, like I like Spider-Man No Way Home because the GOAT Tobey Maguire came back. That's really the only reason. And William Dafoe, Green Goblin, and you know what I'm saying, all of them. That's why I watched that movie. But other than that, I don't care about no damn Tom Holland. Like, he got the worst Spider-Man. What's up, Sunny Days? Good to see you after a long time of not seeing you. Yes, I'm live. Yeah, I'm live. Let's just say that. Sound like we won a challenge. No, y'all did not win the challenge. I'm just pushing my contributions to the challenge further down the line. Go live tomorrow, Buckethead. I'll think about it. Will you do any collabs with other mukbangers in the future? Yes. Obviously, like Rayla's Food, he was here earlier. You know, we've talked in the past. I'd like to do, you know, a couple of collabs with him. Johnny Craves, y'all need to check my boy Johnny Craves out. He definitely doesn't get any kind of like views and stuff, and I'm not understanding why. I mean, at the end of the day, you can't make somebody watch somebody. They want to watch them. I understand that, but if I can still try to support other creators, then that's what I'll do. But of course, you know, my big bro Trey, of course, my auntie Angela, you know, Lady Red, MRTV and Cowboy. Oh, I know it's gonna be quite an event. You know what I'm saying? Being able to do a collab with MRTV and Cowboy. I already know. But yeah, like, you know, of course. Other than the main cast crew. But, oh, it looks desperate after Endgame. I didn't watch the old reboot or anything else from me. Yeah. And then the whole thing with Hulk is like so depressing because it's like he's one of the best like Marvel characters ever, and y'all just disrespecting this man. That's to me, that's like probably like the ultimate like blemish on an otherwise like perfect goated cinematic universe run that Marvel did, with how they just kind of like just destroyed the Hulk from being this awesome badass trump card like character basically to just being a joke. The scene where, you know what I'm saying, Bruce is in the Hulk Buster and he's trying to tell Hulk to come out to fight what's called dude or whatever, and he talking about some no. Boy, that pissed me off, bro. Like, seriously. That pissed me off. Sure, you know we are the burger champions. For now. You're the burger champions for now. It's good. Do you like watching football? No, I never can get into football. Like I said, I'm a weird guy. Like I'm very unconventional in a lot of ways. Cause I didn't even really start really kind of like getting into like basketball until like I was basically in my early 20s, and even then I was never like really into it like my brother, the one I don't live with, big basketball guy, you know what I'm saying, keeps up with the sport. So many different friends and stuff, they keep up with the sport. I can't do it. Like I can't. And then Kobe was my guy, you know. That was my favorite basketball player, so there was that, but you know. We will stay tuned to see your next burger meal. I hope next burger meal, hopefully when I do it, is going to be something a little bit different, and it's going to blow Bert's Burgers out the wall. Facts. I wish there was more Hulk movies personally, more Hulk being made for him. Yeah, exactly. Because we get more Ant-Mans and all that kind of stuff. I don't care crap about no damn Ant-Man. Like, I like Paul Rudd, think he's pretty cool and everything, and I'm not gonna say his movies was trash, but I didn't even know about no damn Ant-Man until Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, it's crazy. Your burgers look amazing. Thank you, Summer, if you're referring to me. I appreciate that. But I always feel like whenever I do like, I feel like the few times I made burgers and I wasn't trying to like say, oh, I got the best looking burger on YouTube, it probably turned out better than what it was. But when I was actually trying to say, I'm gonna make this burger and this burger gonna be better than Bert and better than MRTV and all that kind of stuff, and then it kind of be kind of trash. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Good job, Biff. Get these clowns out of here. Unfortunately, for anybody who wants to be a content creator, you got to deal with negative comments. You got to deal with random people who just got to come in and say a bunch of BS. Some people say stuff that, may or may not kind of be true or in the right line of what they're saying, and others might just be saying stuff trolling. It's kind of crazy that troll culture is still a thing. Fire Cat, glad to see you. Cake Confections in the building. Y'all should subscribe to her if y'all love baked goods. She bakes a lot. She is a self-taught baker. She's awesome. And I almost slipped and said where she used to work. I didn't say it. Cat. I didn't say it. And the Hulk game by Insomniac Games, their art style and vision, and how they treat Spider-Man joints they made. But do you care about Spider-Man 2? Like, I like the first Spider-Man game, but it didn't blow me away. And I don't care about Miles Morales, if I'm being honest. So I can care less about his game or just him in general. I didn't see, I didn't watch Into the Spider-Verse because I don't care about Miles Morales. So, what's up, Boodles G? Yeah, Kaz, good to see you. Hope you had a good day at work if you was at work. And if you wasn't at work, hope you enjoyed your off day. Nah, 2 wasn't it. I don't even think I played it, I don't think. But, no. But they need to hurry up with that Wolverine game. That's what I've been waiting on. And they're taking all day to release it. It's kind of annoying going all this time. And the game's been leaked a bunch of times. I just hope that it's really fire. And they were supposed to be making, I don't think it was Insomnia, but somebody was supposed to be making a Wonder Woman game, and then I heard that got shelved. That kind of pissed me off. And then the people who made Batman supposed to be making another Batman game, but I still feel like you can't surpass Arkham City. You're about to go to work? I'm so sorry to hear that. Overnight, I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't see how anybody could really do overnight unless they had to. Not gonna lie, the wingsuit mechanic, alright, but nothing really cool. I don't know. I just like swinging around, playing the Spider-Man as you're swinging through like the city and stuff. That's cool, of course, but like, I think where it mainly falls flat for me is the combat. Like, the combat's kind of, whatever. What's up, Red Fulcrum? Are you Canadian? Nope, I'm American. What's up, J.A.? Infamous was the best superhero game. I can't remember if I played that either. I want to say I tried it. I think I played the one with like it was like one where it was like a purple girl or something. I can't remember, man. Like the 360 PS3 era was a very shaky era for me because I feel like I missed a good chunk of it, Yeah, I've seen that footage of Wolverine, all 3 Arkham games, my favorite superhero games. I'd say just Arkham City. That's like the only one I can like go back to and play religiously. I liked Night, but I also felt like the thing that I had to because my dad had cancer. I'm sorry to hear that. Rest in peace to your father. And hopefully, I just say hopefully, overnight works for you, and it's not no BS. But I'd say regardless of what shift you work, jobs suck. What's up, Becca? Good to see you. All right, Steph. Steph is gonna go take a potty. Steph is gonna go take a potty break. She'll be back in. She'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm going back in days in August. Awesome. The only thing, at least from what I hear, in terms of like where I work at, the only benefit you'll get from working overnight is that it's supposedly pay more or something. But I don't know. Damn, Steph, you came. Never mind. Steph came back from the potty. Everybody, that was that was fast. I wanted 60 frames per second better graphics for those games. Yes. Cook Steph go up, kid. No. Usually I can handle the smoke from Steph Hondo, but not today. Not today. Not today. You see how fast Steph get the foolishness out the chat, so you can't play no games with stuff. But let me see. I'm trying to think of other stuff in terms of stuff that I can make at home to eat. Different stuff that I can make. Something that I haven't necessarily done before or whatever. How you doing, Kiona? They do pay more, that's the only plus. Self don't play around. She don't. And even though Hondo got my back, I don't know. I might need my boy Space Ghost, but he's missing in action right now. If it's me, Hondo, and Space Ghost, we could take stuff. But if it's just me and Hondo, nah. Maybe one day keep playing with stuff and she would turn this live upside down. Exactly. Exactly. Steph is from Detroit, Detroit don't play. Detroit is one of the real places in America, known for like not only giving birth to arguably the GOAT of rap music, Eminem, but also one of the best variations of pizza that you can get, the Detroit deep dish pizza, and Little Caesars, even though Little Caesars pizza sauce is kind of gross. I hate that to leave y'all, but I have to leave for work. Bye. I love y'all. We love you too, Kat. We're just glad you was able to come and stop by. Have a wonderful day at work. How you doing, Phoebe? Good to see you, Phoebe. Steph was telling me months ago about just getting a bunch of like chicken drumsticks and frying them and eating them on the channel, but I don't think I could do that because another one of my subscribers, he was we was chatting on Instagram, and he was telling me how he wanted to see me eat like a big old massive meal and all this other kind of stuff. And I was telling him, like, I'm kind of moving away from that. Like, if I'm being honest, like, I mean, I wasn't ever doing nothing like really, really, really crazy anyway. But even in terms of like the most that I've ever done, I'm not trying to do that. It's funny because downstairs I was talking to my mom and everything, and she was showing me this this guy from TikTok. This dude had 100 nuggets from McDonald's. He had like 7 large fries and a whole bunch of other stuff. He was sitting there counting the sauces and everything, and she said he eats all that food. And he's as big as like Nikocado used to be. So I was trying to explain to her, it's like Nikocado's really he's really the origin for a lot of these people that come out and they're like really big and stuff, and they're sitting there thinking they have to eat a whole truckload of food and all that kind of stuff because they see him do it, and he blew up and all this other kind of stuff. So they're trying to do it. I mean, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You're grown, you do what you want to do, whatever. But I'm not doing that. So this is something that most people do anyway. You go to a place, you do like a restaurant or something. You order a lot of food because you want to kind of get a feel of the restaurant. You want to kind of know what the restaurant has to offer. You can't get one or two things and base it off that if it's good or if it's bad to say the restaurant's good or bad, you know? So obviously if I sit there and I order 70 to $100 worth of food or more, I'm not gonna sit there and eat all of it. The stuff that I really, really like is stuff I'm probably gonna destroy, but everything else I'll like save it, put it to the side. I'll give it to my brother, eat it or whatever. And if I do that and he don't necessarily want it, then I'll probably just save it for like leftovers for like the next day. But other than that, you know. Do you go to Chuck E. Cheese and throw yourself a solo party and film it? Oh, go to Chuck E. Cheese. Nah, I don't know about that, Hondo. I ain't been to Chuck E. Cheese and I think the last time I was at Chuck E. Cheese was for somebody's party or something, I think. I could be wrong. What's up, Clay? I'm surprised you're live streaming. Bro, this is cool. Any thoughts on your next video? I don't know yet. The only thing I can really think about is the fried fish and the baked mac and cheese. That's what I've been craving. That's what I want to do. So, and I kind of took a break from like the local spots and everything because I was craving McDonald's and I hadn't pizza in a while, and I needed something that was gonna come kind of quick. So you know I did Pizza Hut and Papa John's. But I'm definitely gonna be doing more local spots because there's still so many different spots I gotta do. So some of them mukbangers be editing out what they eat so it looks like they ate it all. No, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the ones who actually eat everything. You can tell because how big they get. Like if you look up Nikocado, when he started, he was smaller than me when he started. And then, you know, he just started acting goofy and sitting there eating everything and just like, I'm not trying to wish this on nobody, but I'm just surprised with how much of that stuff he was doing that, you know, the worst case scenario didn't happen. Thank God, but I'm just saying. What about Dave & Buster's? I don't have a Dave & Buster's near me. But I always wanted to go there. I know they got cool games, and I hear they got some pretty good food, but one day, we want to meet the family. Sorry, that's most likely not going to happen. And the reason why is because people on the internet are weird. People don't know how to have boundaries or respect for people. Like me put myself out here, I already know that I'm going to come across people, you know, like trolls and stuff like that who say a bunch of BS or whatever the case may be. But putting like family members out there, like no. Like a couple of years ago, I didn't have that mindset of understanding that. So I would have came out and did YouTube and put everybody on camera, you know? And you gotta understand that some people don't want to be on camera. I know my dad don't want to be on camera, nor my mom, my brother don't. Because I remember months ago people saying, "Oh man, why you don't eat with your brother?" Blah blah blah. We always see him in the background and stuff. He don't want to. He don't want to be on camera. He don't want to be seen eating on camera and stuff like that. It is what it is, you know. So it's solo dolo until then. But like any family member that I have, if they ever want to be like in a video or something, or if I'm doing a live, they don't mind being on a camera. Okay, boom, you know. But other than that, I'm not about to put nobody out there. That's why I like you, because you don't do that. You're real. Yeah, I already knew before I started my channel that I wasn't gonna do that. Like, I love food, and yes, I can be greedy as hell. Like, people still look at me crazy when I tell them that I can down 2 medium pizzas. Like, but that's not really nothing. Maybe even 2. Well, I don't know about 2 larges. I don't know. I have to be really, 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 really hungry to do that. But I'd probably still be kind of like full after the fact. So it's like, it's just, um, you know, Louisiana don't have much from. I'm from here too. Awesome, but you're not in my area. I don't think. 'Cause I ain't gonna lie. I looked at like your picture. And I could have sworn I was like, did I go to school with you? But probably not. You probably just look like somebody I went to school with, but we probably don't know each other. The first time I watched Dio, something clicked for me, and I know my intuition wasn't messing around, and I'm glad he different. I appreciate that, Hondo. Your muscles should be brown though. I'm just saying, like your muscles should be brown, but okay. No, I'm 2 hours away from the New area. Okay, but did you ever go to Higgins? Like I said, you might just look like somebody that I went to school with. Cause like a lot of people look like people. They got people that look like me. When I was in middle school, okay, so Hurricane Katrina came, and then my dad moved me and my family to West Monroe. So we was there for a good while. Um, so at that point, I was just out of elementary school, going to middle school. So went to middle school, and there was this kid named Roger, and he looked like me, and we both were skinny, big ears and everything. He had like a little high top little cut, and I of course still had the little bald head cut because my dad did not want me to grow hair. People were like, oh my god, they're twins, they're so cute, blah blah blah. And I was like, it's kind of weird. He do kind of look like me and everything. Like we could literally be related. But what's up, Steph? Welcome back from the bathroom once again. May I know where you are from? Louisiana, West Bank. No, I grew up in a private school. Oh, okay. I don't know if I could do the whole private school. Well, I can't say I don't know if I would do it because you never know. But the circumstance was I had to go to public school where kids can be very ruthless creatures. And then some of the teachers can be ruthless too. Can't get no huss with that ball at cut. Hey, as a little ass kid, well, middle school. Well, nah. I mean, it was a girl that I liked, and this was like the first time in history that I fumbled before people would say the term fumble like that. So I fumbled the bag. Cause see, I was like kind of like old school. My thing was always write love notes and stuff like that. Oh my God, let me tell her how I feel. Write on a note, blah blah blah. Give it to her and everything, and she's blushing and feeling and everything. But I didn't seal the deal because we was in we had a home ec class together, and you know I liked her, and whatever case may be, and I was in there, but so, I don't know. So I don't know. I guess I was tired or something. Something happened, and I just like was not talking to her at all. It wasn't nothing I was doing on purpose. It just naturally happened that I was not thinking about her or talking to her. So some weeks and stuff go by. Then next thing you know, her friend comes to me and say, "Oh, she don't want to talk to you. She don't even like you no more." And I'm like, "What the hell happened?" And then I don't know. I'm kind of slow, so I kind of fumbled the bag. So then from that point on, anytime we would have class together, um, you know, and would see each other, it'd be kind of awkward. She'd just kind of look at me like, roll her eyes and everything, and go by business. It's all good. Oh well. Hey Biff, and those White Castle cheeseburgers, and they were fire. Did you Well, I'm sure you cooked them in the microwave. That's how they say do it in on the box. Yeah, they're good for like a snack and everything. But if I'm being honest, you can get the great value cheeseburger sliders like I did when I was trying to do that challenge, and it tastes very similar to White Castle. If I'm being honest, at least in terms of like the frozen stuff you get from Walmart, ain't nothing special. Now middle school where it all starts. Be awful. Yeah, man, middle school, but then high school was crazy because most people, if they didn't already do it by middle school, then they definitely was doing it in high school. I did it in high school, but that was like way later. Um, so you know the thing, you got these punk ass kids in your class, you know what I'm saying, the cool guys or whatever, you know, talking their smack. Oh man, I don't even know how a lot of this stuff even come up. But you know, they gotta pick on you, oh man, you're a virgin, blah blah blah. So I remember like lying, you know, and trying my hardest to lie because I remember I was in summer camp like 2 years ago before that, and there was this girl that I liked. She was a hoe anyway, but so I didn't mean to say that. But I tried to remember what she looked like and tried to describe her when I was trying to tell the other dudes, yeah, man, I did have sex before and everything, you know, blah, 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 with this girl, and this is what she looked like and stuff. And they knew I was lying, so, you know. And it was like every day, that same period. Oh, man, you a virgin, he had no sex before, blah, blah, blah. Like, it was constantly the same thing. Like, oh my God, shut the hell up. And then some of my other friends that I was in the group with, they was trying to clown them, because I had this other friend. He was telling them, you know, he was waiting for marriage, and that's cool, you know, do what you gotta do. But you know, of course, they clown you no matter what, because you gotta have done that once you get to like high school. How you doing, Tiffy? Making me hungry with White Castle burgers. Come on, Clay, you could do better than White Castle. You can get better sliders from Chili's. Hell, you could make better sliders. You just like, this is what I do. You just get you like the tray of ground meat, that being like the little tray, like so it's like shaped like a square. You get like a pound or pound and a half, 2 pounds, whatever. You get like one of those little baking pans. You slap that shut up. You slap that meat on the pan and you flatten it out as thin as possible. And you make squares. Cook it in the oven. Got you some slider bun. Get you some cheese, mayo, pickle, whatever you like on your stuff. Boom, you got you some fire sliders. And it's better than White Castle. What's up, Ricky? Good to see you. I don't know, I'm just running my mouth about a bunch of random about a bunch of random stuff. Steph gonna be on the toilet wondering why she ate all those cheeseburgers. I know, Hondo. Trying to be like me is not gonna work. I can do it. What was that I ate recently and it kind of destroyed me? I ain't gonna lie, I can't remember what it was. I want to say it was one of the burgers I made. I can't remember, but one of them things tore me up, I ain't gonna lie. It tore me up. Nah, bro, I had a girl on the first day of school tell me I was ugly in middle school. Life was hard as tell me about it. I know all too well about, you know, being called ugly in school. And I ain't gonna lie, I look back on it even now and it's like some of the guys that y'all thought looked good was ugly as hell. Like I don't understand. Like some of these dudes look like roaches and shit. I don't so sorry, but I don't understand how this ugly ratatouille looking dude is considered good looking. Like, I know I wasn't like no Adonis or nothing, you know, but come on. Oh, ridiculous. And then trying to pair me with like other dudes they said was ugly. Oh, y'all on the bottom of the list. And then the dudes on top of the list was ugly as hell. Like, I don't care if I come up as a hater, because that's some BS. Okay, but I'm going to try those burgers too. Good, you definitely should. What's up, Tasha? How you doing? Hey, what's up, everyone? Going home from work. If you're going home from work, have a safe return home. Rest well. Eat dinner if you didn't already, you know. And here we can all acknowledge that work sucks. Work sucks. Yeah, when I was a virgin, everyone knew it. It was old conversation. Yeah, man, tough times. But then how no, I'm not even gonna say that. That whatever. But just know that I did finally lose the V card in high school. But that's a whole nother crazy story in and of itself. Um, like I said, when like you're a kid, you're just stupid. You can sometimes just be selfish and you know make bad decisions. I'm in Texas. We don't have fast food places. White Castle. You don't have White Castle. Oh, you talking about chili? You talking about Chili's or White Castle? The frozen ones are so good on people. And you gonna pee on the toilet. Don't that smoke now. Hondo, you're going in, bro. Chill, bro. We ain't got space goals. We ain't got space goals. We gotta wait. If space goals come, we can come for stuff. But if not, we can't. We can't. I haven't tried the jalapeno ones. I did see them in the store one day, but I didn't pick them up obviously. But um, I can imagine because like a lot of times like the jalapeno stuff be so fire, bro. Like, everybody talk about bell peppers and stuff, but I feel like jalapenos is the best. Good to see you, bud. Just got home from visiting my family. Had to take my wife to the doctor. She not well, and I have a procedure done. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I really hope that your wife is okay. I hope that everything goes well with that Wednesday. You're definitely gonna be in my prayers. I can't imagine that kind of stuff. I'd be scared of stuff like surgery and stuff. I can't imagine, man. Like that's like some of the stuff that I'd be scared of the most. If something happened and I gotta get surgery or something. Not for real. That I look wait. Saying not for real. I know that look how I look now. Like yeah, man, you should. I mean, I can't say that, but I would say I looked better in high school, but it was one of those things where you didn't know until it was too late. So, but even now, I can still find at least some kind of love for myself. Like I don't hate myself. I used to have that kind of bad, like being so overwhelmed with the bullying and all that kind of stuff, and people just make you feel like you're just like the ugliest person walking around. And you're just not happy with nothing. You look at yourself in the mirror. You want to change everything. You compare yourself to other people that you know is popular, that get all the girls and stuff like that, and you say things like, "Oh, I wish I looked like this guy," and stuff like that. And these girls like me and blah blah blah. But you know, it just didn't work out like that. I worked from home. I was out window shop. I cheated, got Wawa pizza. King Stretch be talking about Wawa. I wish I could experience Wawa to know what it's like, but hope it was good. And that's pretty awesome working from home. At least you ain't gotta go out in public and look at a bunch of annoying people get on your nerves. Steph, be careful with them. They'll have you going crazy. Steph don't eat no jalapeno sliders, none, none of that stuff. Huffing and puffing on the toilet. Yeah, bro. Crazy. KD from Washington State. I hear rain. No, that's the AC. The vent is open. That's probably what you hear. I just pray everything goes well, Ricky. It is a preview for stuff and a part of the unfiltered public album.
See, I'm justified around. Don't take it seriously. I'll stop it now. Yeah, we know. We know you're just playing. That's when you have a good like friendship and a good like relationship with people when you can kind of like playfully joke around. You're not being too crazy, going overboard, and you understand that everything's all love. Now we were the guys that got better looking with age than we were looking with now. Like I said, like I said, bro. I can't say that about me. You could probably say it about you, but I can't say it about me. Nah. But yeah, then I also see some people I went to school with years later, and they look the same too. Kind of crazy. Like some of them don't even look like they looked exactly the same as they did when we was in high school. And that was like what, 12 years ago. Keeping it related only to topic of discussions. Yeah, it's all love. It's all love. Um, that's how it should be. That's how it should be. All love. What's up, Molly? How you doing? I just wish Hondo was open to communication outside YouTube. Like, forgive me if it seemed like I'm just kind of like, you know, going on and on about that, but come on, Hondo. Me, you, and Steph, we're like the three amigos, you know? It feels like it's a piece of a puzzle that's missing because you're so secluded. Love the shirt, by the way. Have a good live. I gotta go. Peace, brother. All right, Claire. Appreciate you stopping by and chatting with me, man. Have a good night. Good. Oh, it's nice to meet you, Molly. Ricky's awesome. You know, he always coming showing love and stuff, and I got love for him. Member of the KD Foodie family. But I'm hoping everything goes well with him. I'm hoping that you're okay as well. He was saying he wasn't feeling well, so. I love stuff like that, though. Like just like happy couples and a man caring about his woman and protecting her, and vice versa. Like that's, I feel like that's what it should be. But you got a lot of people who they just don't care to. They just don't care to want to have that solid kind of like relationship. You know. So you got people who just, it's always the same sad story. Oh, you're dating each other and you think they're in love and everything seems to be going well, and then next thing you know, they're about to have a kid, and then for whatever reason now all hell breaks loose. Well, I can't stand you. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. You've been getting on my nerves for years, but you're about to have a kid. I don't understand that. Brother thing is, I don't want to have to plug to the message you guys send outside of YouTube. Wow, that's crazy, Hondo. So so you don't love us? That's what you're saying. You're too good to have conversations outside of YouTube. That's crazy, man. That's hurtful. I understand I called you Honda one time on accident. It was a typo, but come on. Louisiana. That's my state of origin. Forgive me if you know anybody be asking me my like where I'm from. Ask me where I'm from, excuse me, and probably be asking for like a city or something. I don't feel comfortable, and I don't think it's necessarily too smart to really, you know. That's why I'd be kind of hesitant when people um, say, you know, oh, what's your address so I can send you something. I still be kind of like hesitant because you know you just never know. You gotta be careful, you know. Like I said, I know I can trust Steph, so you know it's no hesitation with telling her, "Well, this is my location," blah blah blah. You know, Melissa sent me something one time and everything. I'm still alive, so you know I trust her. Kat sent me something before. I'm still alive, so I trust her too. So uh, get a PO box. How do you do that? What's up, T Dot? What's up? Nah, man, it's never that. It's just I like how things are going in terms of not getting messages like that from those other social platforms. No matter how you try to explain it, Hondo, that's messed up. I said get WhatsApp. Like you get WhatsApp and then it could just be me, you, and stuff. That's it. Because you live in Canada, so we can't like regularly send you messages and everything because that shit's expensive. I'm not trying to. No, that's the whole reason why I even started using WhatsApp in the first place. To be honest, but yeah, WhatsApp or you know Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, but preferably WhatsApp. My God, Hondo, you just got excuses for days. Maybe you don't want us to know what you look like. That's probably what it is. Are you ashamed, Hondo? I thought we was family. It's not like we asking for your life story, know every single thing about you, like your blood type and all that kind of stuff. We just want to chill. That's it. You never know. Maybe one day we might get to meet one day and chill and hang out, eat some good food. You know, don't you want to do that? Have fun. Canadian hospitality, Hondo. Have you guys thought about making a community Discord? I don't know how to do any of that kind of stuff. I ain't gonna lie. Have you seen the new Nutty Buddy cakes? Nutty Buddy cakes? No, it's you said cake, so it's like the other Debbie cakes. No, I don't think I'd be interested in that. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my God, no, Phoebe. You play Grand Theft Auto 2? You just can't win. You just can't win. Man, I'm here now, and so are y'all. This is where we met. Yes, it is, but at the same time, you know, imagine being cool, being part of this family for years, and we never meet or have like a video chat conversation or something. Don't you think that's a little weird? I do. Like I understand I'm probably not gonna ever be able to know what a lot of the people that subscribe to me look like. I understand that. I'm really talking about the ones that I have like the closest connection to. Like you think Steph would be my bestie and my moderator and everything if we never video chatted or whatever the case may be? Hell no. Like you gotta kinda, you know, I don't know, I just like to know who it is that I'm talking to, who it is that I'm being friends with. That's fair, right? Oh my God, Zen, no. I feel like Me and Hondo are the only ones who don't like GTA. Well, I'm not gonna say I don't like it. I just don't care for it. I don't have an interest in it. That's not the same. Thank you, Steph. It is fair. But again, Hondo, I don't want you to think that I'm trying to, like force you to do something that you clearly don't want to do. I'm just saying, at least think about it. Let's say year two, we go to year two. It's gonna still be just this. Year three, it's gonna still be just this. I don't know. I'm keeping it authentic and being myself by not wanting to do those extra things outside of YouTube messages. That's crazy. Well, we love you anyway, Hondo. We love you anyway. I just felt like he was one of the ones that I really kind of clicked with the most, other than stuff. So that's why it's like, hey, come on, Hondo. That's not only how our conversations exist within YouTube. Like, yes, YouTube is where we met, and that's always going to be the footprint of how our friendship and family bond started. But we can always kind of expand beyond that, It's not like we're sitting there saying, "Oh, let's have sleepovers and stuff." Like, come on, bro, we're not saying all that. We're just saying, come on, you're missing out. Like I said, when GTA 6 come out, I might give it a shot. I'm not gonna lie, I might try to use it to my advantage. I know it's gonna be trending. But because I'm not afraid if I actually wind up really really liking the game and loving it like everybody else. I'm all down for that, but it just hasn't been something that I care to play. Just like Red Dead Redemption 2, another game that a lot of people glaze a lot. I actually tried to play that. Like I actually I don't remember how. I think the YouTube, not the YouTube, the PlayStation Plus thing where you can like do like a little game streaming or something. I was trying to play that, and I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't feeling it. It just wasn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm a hater. I don't know. Maybe I'm a hater. Straight puffy action with that. No, man. No, man. I'm just saying. That's why I said like meet, hang out, like I said, probably go somewhere, get something to eat, just chill. That's it. Nobody's saying nothing about spending the night out or kind of stuff. No. Because everybody on here has their own personal lives and, stuff like that. So hope you all have a great night. I'm going to turn and blessings to you all. All right, Ricky, I hope you have a great night. Prayers are with you. Red Dead is not it. It takes forever to get money on that game. What? Who cares about that? Like, is it like? But how do you feel about the game in terms of like gameplay, as far as like controls, like movement and stuff? Like, I don't know. I just couldn't get into like Red Dead. Wasn't my cup of tea. Steph playing on funky Xbox because she too good to get a PlayStation. It's always got to be odds with this person. You can't have the same thing and stuff like that. She got to have Xbox. I have an Xbox, but I also got PS5. It's cool. It's not my speed. Yeah. Sinners movie reminded me of Red Dead. I had finally heard like my first like review or opinion of Sinners that wasn't positive, and that's okay. I mean, but they were saying more so about it being faithful to whatever they was talking about. But I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just gonna have to watch the movie. When I finally watch the movie, I'll be able to let you know. So I love Michael B. Jordan. That's my boy, you know. Um, and I always want to see him, you know, in new movies and see what he got else to come through. And I'll be catching up soon on recent videos later on tomorrow, my friend. Thank you, Ricky. Good night. And so on. And not just hyping type outside YouTube. Oh, it's doing me. It's understandable, Hondo. It's understandable. You got at least say that you have a girlfriend or a pet dog or goldfish or something, you know, because being solo is not fun. It can be pretty lonely. Phoebe has PlayStation. See their stuff. You gotta be the one with a funky Xbox. Like at least get both. I have both. Red Dead takes skill. Cough, cough. Hondo, I wouldn't be surprised if you told me that you like playing Hogwarts Legacy. What's up, Wyatt Truck? What's wrong with PlayStation stuff? The only thing I can complain about is the controller. Like the way they make controllers suck. It's kind of, you know, in a way it's kind of similar to iPhone and Android. The one thing I can say I don't like about iPhones is that they make them glass. Like that's crazy. Why would you make a phone so frail and easy to break? Meanwhile, Android is more durable. You haven't played the Jedi games? I did. I played the first one, and I thought it was awesome, especially the ending part where you got to face Vader because he was just so unstoppable. You couldn't touch him. It was pretty awesome. And I tried to play the second one, and I'm not gonna lie, something just like clicked off and made me just not want to finish it. Like I literally got bored playing it in the middle of the game. I don't know. But I remember me and my brother played Star Wars Episode 1 on a PlayStation when it came out. That was fun. That was good times. I don't think we never played Episode 2. I don't even think we could find it. But we played Episode 3, and that was awesome. And what was cool about that was that we played Episode 3 before we seen the movie of Episode 3. So then when me, my brother, and my dad was watching Star Wars Episode 3, and we got to like the end part. Well, not the end part. It was like different parts throughout the movie that we was able to recite because they was using that as part of the cutscenes for the game. My dad looking at us like, how the hell y'all know what they saying? Because we played the game. That was awesome. And I remember games like Jedi Academy and all that kind of stuff. I didn't really care about the Battlefront games. I didn't play none of those. Like, I care about Jedis. I don't care about pew pew pew. I care about Jedi, okay? If you're not a Jedi, if you're not holding a lightsaber, and if you're not doing all that, then I don't care. No pets or anything of that nature. Come on, Hondo. That's very, I mean, that's the life you chose. That's the life you want. No judgment here. I can't neglect my Xbox. I can't turn my back on the Xbox. You don't have to turn your back on the Xbox. You just have to scoot it to the side to welcome the friendship of a PlayStation. Which is better. It takes too much time and energy. That poor thing I can only imagine. Xbox 720, what y'all know about that? We know that should have been what the console after the 360 should have been called, but they decided to, flip it over its head and call it Xbox One, which is still stupid as hell. And what correlation do you go from 360 to One? Even if you don't call it Xbox 720, you could have called it something else. That's crazy. What's up, Marquise? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. One day. I don't know when. I can't speak now. I can speak in the hopes of hopefully somewhat of a near future that I can finally visit Los Angeles or just Cali in general and see what y'all talk about, because I know they be talking about food scene over there too. Y'all be having a lot of stuff that a lot of us don't get to have, and I'm mostly thinking about burger places, to be honest, but still, one day. Stop that yawning. I know, right? Can't help it. Looking forward to it. My goodness, this called the one. It's called the trash. Well, I can't say that because the 360 PS3 run was the only time where the PlayStation lost against Xbox. Because other than that, PlayStation has dookied on Xbox every single time. Even though the first Xbox was fire, and I felt like it was doing its own thing to go head to head with the PS2. The PS2 still destroyed it in terms of sales and stuff, but you get it. What's up, Gabe? How you doing? Everybody, welcome, Gabe. How you doing, Gabe? Are you okay? Did you well, you said a couple of months. How's your recovery going? Where's that trash drink at? See, Steph, you want to sit there? No, I'm not. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I have a habit of like drinking all my drinks up and not having nothing for the next day. So I'm not gonna do that. That drink cup mug. Y'all be hating. Like what's the deal? Like, I thought it was cool when I started my channel, and every time I would go to like a fast food restaurant or something, and they had the cups, not the styrofoam, obviously a plastic cup. I would save them, and the point was, it wasn't to save them forever. It was to save them as part of being, like a trophy, a souvenir to like the videos where it all started. Haters. Recovery's going good. Man, actually able to eat food without pain for the first time in a year feels amazing. Man, I'm definitely glad to hear that. I don't think I could really imagine having. I mean, obviously, I think we all had those moments where you had like sore throats and stuff, where you swallow and it's like hurts, it's sore. It definitely hurts, and it definitely makes you not really want to eat because you don't want to have to go through the pain, but at the same time, you don't want to starve. You don't want to sit there and be hungry, be thirsty. So, but I can imagine that the pain you was talking about was worse. So I'm glad to hear that you can at least enjoy your food without the pain, and pray for your continued recovery. Also, I agree, PlayStation way better than Xbox. Thank you, Gabe. Even if you would have said Xbox, I still love you anyway. But Melissa has finally arrived. I think this is her first live because I don't think she came to the other ones. It's good to see you, Liz. It's good to see you. PlayStation has better exclusive games. Other than that, both consoles are great if you look at it that way. Yeah, both consoles are great. And the thing I think people need to understand is that when it comes to certain things like that, where it's like a competition-based thing, they have to be able to stay relevant for each other. Otherwise, like 2K and NBA Live. 2K NBA Live was having a healthy competition where 2K wasn't on top of the world because more people leaned towards Live. Then something happened and 2K took over, and Live started to fall, down to the bottom. And then Live became non-existent. So now 2K lives on its own. And because they live in their own and they know that Live is no longer a threat to them, they can just keep doing the same crap and people gonna be buying it. That's why they keep releasing the same game over and over again. Where every time they come out with a new trailer, look at the sweat coming down LeBron's eyebrow. Who cares, bro? You've been preaching about sweat since 2014. We're in 2025. Can you talk about something other than sweat? Can you show us something else other than sweat? That's crazy. Then he kept changing the controls all the time. You get used to how the controls is, the way you can shoot and everything, and then they change that crap. It's stupid. It's annoying. And I'm hoping, because like, even though Nintendo exists and they've been doing their thing, I always feel like, personally, Nintendo's not really in the argument. It's really just Xbox and PlayStation. And all the people talk about computers, Get a life. We're not talking about you. So, um, if Xbox falls to the ground and PlayStation is left alone, or they have to compete with the computer, the computer, they have to compete with PC. They have to compete with PC. Then, I mean, obviously PC beats them and it's always going to beat them. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about everything else and the experience of having an actual controller and being able to play it and have this console. You know, it's still something special compared to a PC where you can talk about all the great things you can do with a PC, but is when you're playing PC, you're playing with a PlayStation or Xbox controller. So PC ain't so great. Get their own controller. Get a PC controller or play with your little raggedy keyboard. I know I have to be saying a bunch of ridiculous BS sometimes. How you doing, Clarissa? How you doing, Claire without the I? MB, what's up? How's the dating life going? I'll let you be the decider of that. Sleepy at 7 p.m. So go to sleep if you're so sleepy. I'm just playing. But yeah, go get you some rest. It's always been the games and who's pushing out better genres. Games for both the console and in the aspect PS5 wins. I don't have to remind or say if you know, you know. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. But to me, as far as Xbox is concerned, the only Xbox I care about is the OG Xbox. And then when it comes to PlayStation, PS1, PS2, PS4, PS5, not really, because they ain't really got nothing out. You need some art on your walls. I know. That's another thing. Like when I used to draw, I used to always put my drawings on the wall. The walls would be filled of drawings of original characters that me and my brother made. But those days are long behind me. But as far as like getting like art of like other stuff, like professional made posters and stuff, live in an apartment where you can't, you know, poke holes and stuff in the wall. So how am I supposed to put stuff on the wall? You just get boring white wall action. Keyboard and mouse warriors. Shoot me with that truthful statement. Hey, I don't want no beef. I don't want no beef at all with the PC guys. But, you know, liquid nails. What is that? Liquid nails. You gotta get to Nintendo Switch. It's funny because I want to get a Switch because like Nintendo is that console that never really played a lot. It was always PlayStation or Xbox. Um, but Nintendo definitely got a lot of classics. They definitely got a lot of great iconic characters and worlds. Obviously, they got Mario, which is probably the GOAT for a lot of people. They got Link, you know, Zelda and stuff. They got Metroid and so on and so forth. So one day I definitely will, but that day can't come now. Too broke for that. It's like permanent glue, so it wouldn't work either. But I said because I was trying to. Yeah, Claire's awesome. She's always saying a bunch of goofy stuff, you know, in the messages and stuff, talking about the people she worked with and this and that. Yes, thank the Lord being off of work because work sucks. We all know that in this space, work sucks. Oh, Brad? Me? No. So Melissa, what interesting things have you discovered as far as like a grocery store is concerned in terms of like food or drink or something? I feel like you holding out because you always talk about Huckleberry, but it's got to be something else other than Huckleberry. we gotta get my Mexican princess in the house. You got a Taco Bell dog? Dang, Claire, how you do that? See, this is why you know you have to not be so goofy all the time. Like sometimes you gotta be focused and be able to mind your surroundings. Spicy ginger beer. That doesn't sound delicious. If I'm being honest, that doesn't sound delicious at all. I just realized something. Where is Hondo? Did he go to sleep? Did he fall asleep? I haven't heard a peep from Hondo in a while. Maybe stuff ran him off. Everybody say goodnight to Hondo. He went to sleep. He's tired. I understand. Don't worry, I'm not about to hold y'all. I'm not about to hold y'all up too much longer. It's 9:04 at my location, so you know I usually be in the bed this time anyway. So, oh my God, Steph, will you and Claire get a room or something? Just play, just play. I love that y'all are getting along. That's awesome. Hondo in the corner. Hey, damn. Steph put Hondo in the corner. That's crazy. Man, which Space Ghost would have been here, man. We need it. There he is. I was trying to open something yesterday and cut under my thumb and bled. Oh, or some careless people cutting yourself. I can't talk. I had stabbed myself at work. Where was that? Like right here. Um, when you like at places like Walmart and stuff like that, we have like the little balers that smash the boxes. Um, I I was pulling the wires and one of the little parts on the top was sticking out and I stabbed myself through and blood was just leaking. That's like the third time I've done that. You know, I'm a big baby when it comes to boo boos. You know, I like to cover my injury with like band aids and like um, tissue paper or whatever, and gloves when I you know when I'm like washing my hands or taking a shower or something just to protect it. You know, because that's what big babies do. Hear him type with one hand. Wow. Well, dang. I mean, well, no. Yeah, it's pop. Well, I don't type one. I type with two. I can text without looking at the screen. Well, I used to be able to text without looking at the screen because now I don't know if other people's like phones, keyboards, whatever do this, but my my keyboard does a stupid thing where it like skips letters, so it makes it has like E F J Z or something space and all that other kind of crap when I'm trying to type something, and it's annoying because it didn't used to do that. I think it was an update or something that did that. How you doing, Elaine? It's good to see you. That's diabolical of you to say stuff is on site. Mm. You guys got a lot of smoke right now. Save some for the barbecue. And speaking of barbecue, let me just expose myself real quick. I I have never used a barbecue grill in my life. So that means I don't know what I'm doing if I was to ever barbecue. But guess what? YouTube. I can just learn from YouTube. I know y'all probably saying, "Oh, why your dad never taught you?" Because I don't be paying attention. I didn't like to do a lot of stuff that I should have learned how to do. The only reason why I let him teach me how to shave is because I don't like facial hair. So, good to see you too. I have my granddaughter. Sleep over. Oh, that's nice. Adorable. I'm the old man. We gotta be careful. Yeah, y'all do gotta be careful because yeah, that's crazy. Imagine imagine having like an injury on your hand or something, and you have like a band-aid or something, and then you're trying to eat food. You're eating something like greasy pizza or some ribs or something. So it's gonna be a lot of sauce and stuff on your hands. Like, come on, that's not that's not fun. Getting barbecue sauce all over your band-aid. I'm still learning how to start the fire on the grill. Like that's the part obviously that I'm. Hey Don, how you doing? That's the part that I'm having issues with. It's not the cooking part because it's cooking is cooking. It's starting the grill and being able to know when to actually start cooking and being able to keep the temperature or whatever the case may be. And then once you're done, like, you know, cooling off the coals or whatever so that, you know, the grill is off, basically. I did watch like a couple of YouTube videos, like people explain it, but it still seemed like it was just too complicated for me. But I want to learn how to barbecue because I would be barbecuing a lot, if I'm being honest. Like coming home or just any point in time where you see other people in an apartment complex um, barbecuing, and it always smells so good and satisfying. And it's like, damn, man. Like, I wish I knew how to barbecue. I'd be freaking throwing down right now. I find it hard to grill myself. No offense when I say this, but you know, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to get chewed out, but I do feel like though nobody's is really expecting like the women to do the grill because most of the time it's something that a man does anyway. Because usually, like when like you do the grill stuff, oh we doing a little grill, going to the park, or we just doing it in our backyard, whatever the case may be. Husband and wife team, whatever the case may be. The husband is doing all the outdoor grilling stuff, and the wife is doing the stuff in the inside. He doesn't like to grill. It's kind of interesting. I mean, I guess it's not for everybody, because you know you got people who don't like to cook, and they just they eat out every chance they get, or they just buy something from the store they just put in the microwave or something. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying, like, see me. I want to learn a couple of different ways to cook. And sure, stuff I will teach you. If I ever do like consistently learn and be able to do it, I will teach you. It's a man thing, but I'm sure there's plenty of women out there. Oh yeah, I know for a fact there's women who probably do it. Just like there's women who can work on cars and stuff. Stuff I feel like one of your neighbors should know how to grill and offer some delicious barbecue grilled food for you. You always offering them food. When they gonna offer you some food? But I already know what you're gonna say. No, honey, because I can't eat everybody's cooking. I agree. I agree. I agree. But I mean, I feel like in a way, if you trust somebody enough to feed them, you should be able to have the trust to be able to try some of their food. Worst case scenario is nasty, you spit it out. Let me get a video with your brother. Not the one I live with. That's just not gonna happen. Cause I do be kind of like envious of some people who can kind of make videos and they can have their friends on or family members or whatever the case may be, but not everybody want to be on camera. Yeah, that's what's up. Cast iron. Cast iron is legit. I have a cast iron like pan, but I don't use it anymore. Cause I know cast iron has like what they call it, a seasoning or whatever. I don't know what none of that stuff means, so I just stick to what I know. A good old fashioned regular skillet, non-stick. Okay. Gets the job done. Does he hate himself? No, he just don't want to be on camera. Like some people don't want to be on camera. If any of y'all was here with me, would y'all want to be on camera? Like, would y'all be comfortable recording a video knowing that people are gonna watch y'all eat? I get griddle with a frying pan. Frying pan. No, it was the big white pan with the handles, and it got the walls. They call it the walls. See, exactly. That's something else that I had to kind of understand that because you already got people who not comfortable with eating, they're not comfortable with watching people eat. Then there's people who are not comfortable with being recorded in any capacity. So see exactly. Everybody's saying no. All you suck. Just playing, but yeah. So it just is what it is. What's up, Israel? Little bro, Israel. Welcome, Israel. I still gotta watch your little movie you came out with. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. But I'm gonna check it out, bro. But one thing I did always know since starting this channel, and I don't know, it's just a mindset thing. When it comes to like a relationship or dating, I actually would prefer, you know, somebody who would actually not mind being in videos with me and eating or whatever the case may be. Because since this is what I do and I, try to do it every day or whatever the case may be, it's gonna be more of most of the time when I eat, it'll be, oh, I'm eating on video, record, upload on YouTube, as opposed to just eating willy nilly whenever. So Bluebell sucks. Let's see, Bluebell does not suck. Bluebell is the best ice cream brand. I used to be a hater and think Bluebell was overrated. Bluebell is not overrated. What's your channel gonna be about, Steph? GTA 5? Steph, you know what? You know what? Since you like GTA so much, if you like, I guarantee you, if you make a video, like you make your channel based off GTA 6, because we all, let's just face it, ready like it or not, GTA 6 is gonna be the biggest game since GTA 5, which is the biggest game. Your career is gonna skyrocket. Like your subscribers, views, everything is gonna go crazy. Next thing you know, Steph's gonna be rich. Yep. I have a channel, man. I just want to step front of the camera. Yeah, Melissa, she has a channel. You do like talking or something, like the faceless. Just know that you do the faceless stuff and you do it for so long. People identify with your voice. So if you show your face after building a following and things with just your voice, for whatever reason, I've seen videos of people basically documenting this stuff. They're going to come after you. They're going to come after you. So if you're handsome or beautiful, the standard for most people, and you were to start off a channel, being not seen, and then next thing you know, I'm gonna do a face reveal. People gonna be all over you. But if you're somebody ugly like me, like imagine if I started my channel, like if I was doing a different kind of channel, I was just a voice, and then I said I'm gonna do a face reveal. My channel is ruined because they go, oh my god, look at this ugly ass dude and all this other kind of stuff. I've seen it, man. I've seen it. I've seen the videos with the receipts, and it's kind of messed up. Like based off how a person looks, now all of a sudden now they don't have a channel anymore. The channel was doing great numbers and all that, and now all that's gone because they show themselves and they're not attractive. Do you want that for yourself, Steph? Melissa? Elaine? Hondo? Ethel? I'm just naming names. But all seriousness, that's I appreciate that, Elaine. But as far as like dating, like I said, I would want somebody who would, and they don't have to be in every single video, but it'd be nice to be, oh yeah, sure, I can be in a video with you. Okay, I know how I talk about Ben Dean a lot. Ben Dean's one of my favorite YouTubers, just period, regardless of the niche. And you know, my boy being married and having, you know what I'm saying, his wife on some of his videos. He actually just uploaded a video like an hour or two ago. His wife's in it again. It's always a great treat to see. Like the chemistry and all that kind of stuff. I don't know, I just like that kind of stuff. I'm a lover boy, so I like that kind of stuff anyway. But I wouldn't say I wouldn't date somebody if they just was completely, oh, I don't want to be in a video with you. I don't want to do videos on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. Be kind of sad, but hey, I'm not worried. I only have 50 subscribers and I'm not looking for more. It's just about showing my friends what's going on in my life. And my friends are YouTubers, so it's not happy. I mean, that's all good. I can't remember though if you showed me a picture of what you look like. I want to say you did. I can't remember. But yeah, Hondo's the only guy that wants to be a fuddy duddy. I know what Israel looks like because he also makes content, and you know he posts himself. I know what Steph looks like. I know what Phoebe looks like because you know her picture is her icon. Her icon is her picture. I don't know about Hondo though, because Hondo want to be mysterious in the shadows. Only come out at nighttime, but you can't see me. Like, come on, bro. Hey, come on. I'm never gonna stop Hondo. This is gonna be our thing moving forward. I just want you to know. Every chance I get, I'm bother you. Come on, Hondo. And you know what? Steph got my back, so. How's that for a twist of the century? Yeah, me and Steph talking about wanting to do churches. I don't know if I want to do churches, but yeah, she said when we finally get to meet and do a video, she wants to eat churches. I say Popeyes, but whatever. Actually, no, I say Five Guys, but you know, she want to do churches. I told you how I felt about it, but you missed it. No, that's the AC, Hondo. It's been on the whole time. A fire. You talking about the hoodies? It's a closet door with a jacket rack for jackets and belts. What else is gonna be right there? This is my main YouTube account I created last year. I have 2 others from years ago. What they gotta do is showing yourself. Your icon is a H, is a green H. It should be a picture of Hondo. Steph, have you ever even eaten Popeyes before? Because I know I'm on record kind of dogging Popeyes sometimes. It's because sometimes they're not consistent to me. But when Popeyes is at their best, they really are probably, at least in terms of what I've had experience. I don't have Jollibee and all these other chicken places. I have Popeyes, KFC, Churches. If we just talk about chicken, Churches all day. If we talk about sides, Popeyes all day. If we talk about 98% of the menu being trash, KFC all day. KFC all day. I don't care what nobody says. I like their chicken, but their sides is like, it's so diabolical. And the funny thing is, I feel like KFC is the blueprint for every other place that has trash mac and cheese, because they're trying to base it off KFC's garbage ass mac and cheese instead of trying to be like Popeyes or Chick-fil-A. What's up, Matthew? That forgettable, huh? I like Popeyes, but Church is the best. But it's better than, no, I'm not gonna say it. My favorite thing from Popeyes is their cinnamon apple pie. Yeah, Popeyes apple pie is better than McDonald's apple pie. You know what I think, Hondo? I think maybe you have a secret identity that you're trying to hide from the world. That maybe it's possible that you could indeed be a superhero. And that Hondo, the H, is your mask. And the real you would, like your enemies would come after you or something. I don't know. But you don't need to be afraid, Hondo, because you got the Justice League Avengers right here. Kraft mac, KFC mac and cheese is the worst to me, definitely. KFC coleslaw rocks, always has. Forgive me for saying this, but coleslaw is for people over the age of 40. Everything is better at church, especially the fried okra. I don't eat okra, that's disgusting. I don't know if I say everything, because don't churches got coleslaw too? If churches got coleslaw, coleslaw sucks. So. This account was created from me to start fresh. I am subscribed. I am subscribed to like 800 people. You need to GoFundMe for a new air conditioner. No, there's nothing wrong with my air conditioner. You guys just overreacting. You're gonna protest and riot because you did not put out a video today. I didn't put out a video today because I know I was going live and I didn't want the live to interrupt the flow of the video. That's kind of why I don't like posting shorts. I feel like the shorts kind of mess with the views of the long form. But at one point, they were both doing what I needed them to do together. They coexisted, but now it's kind of like they're not. But I don't know. All right, good night, Elaine. Have a great night. Hondo gotta take a bath. Hondo gotta take a bathroom break. Avengers in here are simple. You got you, Hondo. And if not the Avengers, if anybody knows about Transformers, we're the Autobots. Cause I love Transformers. Different. You got it. No, I'm just different with, not with the childish things. The childish things of being friends, Hondo? What are you talking about? Being friends. We're not sitting there saying that you have to sit there and connect with everybody on the channel and stuff like that to that degree. Just me and Steph. Three amigos. Baby Tone. What's Baby Tone? Or Justice League? I still like the Justice League more than the Avengers, like live action, obviously the Avengers got it. But if we talk about like cartoons and everything else, the Justice League, them Justice League cartoons was peak back in the day. Like, you couldn't say nothing about Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, Martian Manhunter, and Hawkgirl. Just a simple creature that's trying to be a consistent fan of the work we do. I understand. I understand. I understand. I feel like you could. Well, I'm gonna leave you alone about it. Like I said, like I said, can't make you do something you don't want to do. You're a grown man, um, and you have the right to. No, Steph. Actually, I have the best, most futuristic, advanced, ahead of the times taste buds in America. 300 years from now, my taste buds are going to be in a museum. My taste buds, my taste buds will be remembered for knowing exactly what was trash and what was good. Like me and Huckleberry, you don't know anything about the people over age 40. Coleslaw. Sorry, that's just some nasty stuff. Can't get down with cold slaw. Besides, cold slaw sounds like something that an older person would eat. If young person, if a young person like in their 20s or 30s or something eat coleslaw, something's kind of wrong. You already know stuff. He picky. I'm picky and still have elite taste buds. It's okay, okay? It's okay. The people who got trash taste buds is the people that was hyping up those Pop Tart ice cream sandwiches. Is there a veggie that you like? Corn. I like corn. I like potatoes, if you can count potatoes. I like green beans to an extent. I like fresh spinach. I like collards. I like the collard green and the mustard green and the turnip, tulip green, whatever it's called. Yeah. Hey, broccoli. No coleslaw. Coleslaw is not amazing. Coleslaw is absolute disgusting. The comment about rioting because I didn't post, I responded to that. Exactly, Israel. An Oscar. Not seeing everything everybody says in the chat. You would not unless they're hot dogs. Stop acting like you don't eat hot dogs. Wow. You guys have jokes. So y'all hate on hot dogs all of a sudden? Y'all not gonna act like hot dogs ain't fire. Korean hot dog. I didn't know about Korean hot dogs. I know about Korean corn dogs. What's That's probably what you're talking about because they only show, yeah, corn dogs. I'd have to it's a place in my area that sells Korean corn dogs. I did a video on it last year. Um, I've been meaning to go back to that place again, and they got Dubai chocolate. But I'm being honest, I feel like I don't think I'm gonna like Dubai chocolate because I don't like pistachios. So, but I remember not liking like the hot Cheetos one and the Doritos one because the breading was all mushy and stuff. Like nobody wants to eat no mushy ass corn dog. Like I'm expecting it to be crunchy and it's not. They had like a potato one and they had like a ramen one. I like the potato one the best. It was the best. Exactly. And in the New York Times, they said King Dio's taste buds, taste buds of the future. Find out in 5 years. I'm making some buffalo wingdings night Beth with the ranch on the side. You hear that, Hondo? Ranch. You should do it like with ranch and blue cheese. And it's kind of late for you to be eating buffalo wings, don't you think, Steph? Can't front hot dogs are amazing, especially with chili cheese. Exactly. And that was actually something I wanted to actually was want to talk about because I think people really trying to make the whole hot dog thing weird and it's annoying. I be keep seeing videos where a guy's minding his own business, got him a couple hot dogs, whatever case may be. Got some dumbass on the with a camera or something recording him, clowning him, saying, "Oh my God, glizzy gobbler," and all that other kind of stuff. That's crazy. All you take care, have a good rest. Your week is great. Being here as usual. Thank you so much for being here, Hondo. Hope you sleep well. I'm about to get off soon. Who won, Kendrick or Drake? I wasn't really following like that because I don't really care, but Kendrick definitely won. Like anybody would be able to know that Kendrick won, and it's good because I ain't gonna lie. I used to like Drake back in like the early 2010s and stuff, but I can't stand Drake. I really can't. Do you drive to work? Nope. See, that's the problem. Gotta stop calling it a glizzy. I don't know how old you are, Dave, but it's a hot dog. Just say hot dog. I don't know who was the genius who thought we're gonna call a hot dog a glizzy. Like you don't ever think when you say that it sounds weird. Because whenever I say it, it don't sound right. It sounds despicable. It's a hot dog. Well, Root, I'm gonna call you Root. I take my bat bike, my Batmobile, or the bat plane, and sometimes, I get on the flying Nimbus, or I just fly, because I have superpowers. I understand, Hondo. I understand too. I gotta, like I said, I'm about to get off soon too, because I want to lay down and watch a couple of YouTube videos and fall asleep. Plus, I ain't gonna lie, I'm thinking the jalapenos from those Dorito nachos I ate earlier is starting to disagree with me. I feel like stuff was earlier, so. What's up, Uncle Phil? It's been a while. Good to see you. New video out tomorrow. Yes, new video out tomorrow. One thing I want to ask y'all. One of the things I want to ask y'all before I leave. I should have asked this when Hondo was still here. Um, of course, I like doing videos every day, and I want to keep doing videos every day. But how would y'all feel if I kind of change the schedule for like a brief moment of time of not releasing videos every day? I don't remember the ones I had was dipped in sugar. I don't remember, but it probably did. Like I said, it was so long ago when I tried them, and even when I go back and watch that video, I still can't really tell. So I don't know. I'll be here to watch. Whatever works best for you, man. Now you need to release a video every day. Yeah. Like I said, it's not like I said. I want to release a video every day because it don't feel right not releasing the video. It don't feel right not recording the video to have a video set up for tomorrow while the one that you did previously is already uploaded. It don't feel right not being able to wake up to see new comments from the video I just posted 8 hours ago. You know, it just feels weird. And if I'm being honest, I feel like, at least for me, I feel like doing videos every day was what kind of helped me grow. But, you know, maybe just for like a time being, maybe for like a couple of months or so, maybe I just switched to like 5 days a week or so. I don't know. Drake's nasty, so I vote for Kendrick every time too. Yeah, man. And I don't wanna say, like, you know, some of the obvious things of why Drake was even on top for as long as he was in the first place. One of the obvious reasons visually is that he's light skinned, but, you know, not gonna get into that. But, you know, this was tired of him and his boring, repetitive, the same shit every release music that he kept coming out with. Lady Red, how you doing? You came so late. I'm about to get off. But it was still good that you at least stopped by. How you doing, Tracy? I'm sorry you haven't feeling well. Hope you feel better. I still kind of got like a little headache. You see Marco's collab commercial for the new Karate Kid. We have to go see that. I'd never seen all the Karate Kid movies. I seen the first one, and I seen the one with Jaden Smith. Diabolical, I know. Glizzy's not ancient independent product. I know, because in some places a glizzy is a slang term for pew pew. So that's why I don't understand how you go from that to the hot dog thing. It's so annoying. I know, I just finished recording. Are you releasing a video? Did you upload a video tonight, Lady Red? Today? Did you upload a video today, Lady Red? Because I'm gonna check it out anyway. But let's see. I don't think I look at Jaden Smith's face for two. Yeah, he's weird. Definitely weird. I'll just rewatch your videos you post. I appreciate that. Yeah. Well, you know, I'm always gonna tune in when you do release your videos. Queen of tacos. I still gotta make the taco video, the cookies and cream tacos you made a while ago. We need the King Dia anime reviews. At one point before I made my channel doing food, I did want to actually do like the anime stuff. You know, I wanted to make my own comic book and things like that. And I did want to make a channel where I kind of like, you know, talk about anime and stuff like that. But I feel like there's already a bunch of good ones out there already who, you know, and plus the state of anime, not really so interested in them. I'll stick with the old stuff, you know. Dragon Ball Z for life, you know. One Piece, you know. Cowboy Bebop, stuff like that, you know. Oh yeah, I know. I definitely know I am red because you know, like I said, cookies and cream is fire. Just that concept. I think a lot of cookies and cream stuff is actually better than Oreos, but I digress. But they looked good when you made them. They looked good when you was eating them, and I definitely, like I said, want to try my hand at them. Yeah, he was a kid. You can see the face, but man, that he become and that was cooked. It's funny hearing you say that that boy is cooked. It's crazy. What do you guys think of that new Will Smith album? I never even heard it. Um, the only people who are listening to Will Smith's new album are just trying to come up with. Dang man, you hating on Will Smith? I actually forgot that he even released a new album. Because even though, like, back when he was like still making music while being on top of the world in terms of making movies, I was liking his stuff, you know, because it was different. Um, but nowadays, you know, since he kind of like left that and just was just focusing on movies, just mostly care about the movie stuff. Thank you for the $2, Melissa. Have a good night. Like I said, I'm about to. I know I kept saying for like the past 5 minutes I'm about to get off, but I'm serious about to get off. I just want y'all to, you know, put y'all books and stuff back into y'all bags and close y'all desk and make sure your pencils and everything back in the desk. You know, pop quiz tomorrow. I like the song Men in Black. Yeah, that song was awesome. Yeah, I don't. I'll attach. I'll attach myself to him to a way to where you know a lot of stuff that he does affects me. If that makes sense. That's why it doesn't really. It's not. It's not that I'm defending him. It's just I've grown to learn that I don't have to idolize these people blindly and want to do everything, you know, because they do it or whatever the case may be. Like you know, at the end of the day, they're still humans, you know. So the only thing different between him and me is that he's a multi-millionaire and he's famous and well known and all that kind of stuff. But other than that, we're both human. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. It definitely was a change. But as far as like the actor, the guy who brought us some pretty great songs, and the guy who brought us a lot of amazing movies and moments, I'm gonna always love Will Smith for that. But as far as like everything on a personal level with how you know his whole relationship with Jada was, and you know everything pertaining to him and how his their method of how they raise their kids kind of made Jaden how he is and Widow and all that kind of stuff. And I don't really bother with it, but what you gonna do? Melissa, you're so funny calling him uncle like y'all probably not the same age. That's crazy. That's crazy. Shout out to Steph. Give me $2. Thank you, Steph. Copycat. Whoa. Technically, Melissa, Steph started this. I mean, she didn't like donate no money on the live, but then again, I wasn't doing lives. But she started the donations of sending gifts. Just saying. I don't think Steph is the one you want to compete with if you want to have a competition. Good night, Melissa. Good night, Steph. Good night, Tracy. Good night, chat. I've took enough of y'all time as it is. I appreciate everybody who came to the live. I know it wasn't so energetic and everything, but I promise lives will get better. Good night, Lady Red. Great to see you too. Good night.